Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sonny, and today we're going to look at Adam Driver's chances of winning the Best Actor Award at the Oscars this weekend. I think that's the action. So we're looking at Adam Driver's chart, and I'm going to tell you what I think, according to astrology, anyways, his chances of winning the Oscar. And he's up for a film called Marriage Story. I didn't see Marriage Story. What do you? I'm an astrologer, not a movie critic. And so, okay, here we go. For those who don't know, I'm a professional astrologer, and if you want your chart read, or if you want any kind of help, then just to check it out in the description box how to set it up. In addition to that, we have a really cool app out here on the Sunny Side. It's called the SunnySide Astrology, and there's a link to all of that in the description box below. All right, let's get down to it. All right, enough blah blah. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to do it mini reading style. So I'm going to spend a couple of minutes to just give you a little bit of astro lowdown on Adam Driver's chart, and then we're going to look at the transits and see what his chances of winning are. And when you're looking at chances of winning awards, you're looking at these guys right here. So we're going to look at things applying to the 11th house stuff. We're going to look at applying to the 11th house, applying versus separating aspects, and the Venus kind of stuff. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's get down to it. Sunny, holy smokes. I'm a little chatty sometimes. Okay, here we go. So Adam Driver is a Scorpio. Woo! Actually, a couple of these guys are Scorpios today. It's interesting. So Adam Driver is a Scorpio, Aquarius rising. This is a difficult... This is kind of a difficult situation, because although he's a Scorpio, as a Scorpio, he's a very passionate person. Very passionate. He could be a little bit dark. He might take on dark roles in movies. It's not weird to see him be that bad guy in Star Wars, because he's a Scorpio. Anyways, that's the whole deal. But as an Aquarius rising, when you look at him, he probably comes across as a bit of a goofy guy. If you were to meet him in real life, I don't know, I never met him in real life, but this Aquarius risings tend to be a little bit goofy. They seem to be humanitarian. They want good things for everybody. They can be stubborn and quite aloof. But then again, Scorpio is known as can be a fairly quiet sign, reserved in their speech. So maybe, a little bit of both. But the deal is, he can come across as looking somewhat aloof, but as a Scorpio rising, he very much cares. In addition to that, I will just speed things around as we go around really quickly. Lillith in the first house is damned if you do, damned if you don't, with his appearance. So there's probably some things about the way he looks that he doesn't like. He's probably always probably a fish out of water with his appearance wherever he goes. Cruising along, the moon's in the third house. This means he should be pretty good in communication. Unfortunately, it's making a negative aspect to his ascendant. So sometimes the things he says, like he can be quite conservative in his views. The moon in Taurus is someone, especially in the third house, is going to come across as someone who's quite conservative, someone who has very strong values, someone who's quite possessive. Is someone who's quite possessive. He's a very mind kind of guy. He's probably very good with money, and that's the deal. You'll see over here, he could easily inherit money, or he should be pretty good at fundraising over there. He should be very good with money, actually. Anyways, so moon in Taurus in the third house, people tend to not actually speak a lot. They tend to like luxurious things. They can be quite possessive. They're not necessarily foodies per se, although they do have to watch their weight. And like I said earlier, they probably economize their words. And that's the deal. So that's the deal. He has to watch out with Chiron here. His words can get him into trouble sometimes as well. North Node in the fourth house. This is an interesting situation. This would mean there are problems at home. This is a cut and dry, very fast way of doing astrology, guys. It doesn't really work like this when you're doing personal readings. But for a cut and dry mini reading like this, just speeding around here. Over here, this would just off the top of my head indicate problems at home. Maybe his parents were divorced. Maybe his parents were divorced. And maybe his parents were divorced, or he grew up with his grandmother or something like that. Next, cruising along, when he has his Mars right here in the 7th house, although it's making a really nice aspect to Chiron, indicating he can be healed through a relationship. There's a possibility of arguing in relationships. There's a possibility of getting, he could probably get divorced. I don't know if he's been divorced or not. I don't really study Adam Driver, right? And so, but there's a possibility he got divorced. There could be arguing in relationships, control issues in relationships, and there's a possibility that there's also a possibility for legal battles. Over here in the 8th house, this is interesting stuff we have to worry about. He has to definitely watch his money at times, right? Pluto's here. Wherever Pluto is, you have to watch out for. There can be endings. With Venus cruising through here, Adam Driver, there's a possibility he can inherit quite a lot of money, or people, this Venus in the 8th house, especially in Libra. Libra likes to do good things for other people, so it means he's an extra sexual guy. You know, Sun in Scorpio is going to make a sexual guy, but Venus in the 8th house, especially in Libra, is an extra sexual guy. It means giving you money for something else. So that's why I said fundraising. I don't know if he's a fundraiser. I don't know if he has a charity or anything, but I'm saying he's a celebrity with Venus in the 8th house, so maybe he's good at fundraising. All right, next. Pluto is also here, so he has to watch out about getting robbed. He has to watch out about people dying on him, and he has to watch out for people trying to steal his money. Over here, Saturn in the 9th house means he might want to travel, he might want to go to school, he might have, so it's higher learning, education, and philosophy. He probably has, so he's a Scorpio, right? So he's like a very behind the scenes, not necessarily behind the scenes astrological kind of guy, but he might be into the occult, stuff that's behind the veil. With Saturn there, it's going to cause problems. Saturn in your chart is where you're tormented. He might have problems with people from foreign cultures. Like he might go off to Japan to do a movie thing, and like the culture there doesn't agree with him. Or traveling might cause him problems. If he wants to travel, that's going to cause problems. Also, in university, if he wanted to go to university or higher learning or education like that, he might have problems with all of that kind of stuff. Now, for the stuff you guys want to know, over here, Jupiter in the 10th house is your place in the outer world, right? This is your home. Your 4th house is your home. This is your place in the outer world. He has Jupiter right here. That means this guy could be very popular. The 10th house is popularity. The 10th house is your place in the outer world. It's popularity. The 11th house is the karma, the rewards, or the problems from the 10th house. So if you're very popular, then the 11th house that we'll look at in a minute is, that's where you win the awards. The 10th house can be getting a job, like your career, and the 11th house is getting promoted. It's that kind of stuff. All right, next. So obviously Uranus is here. So in the spot, when he's in the spotlight, when he's out popular, sudden and unexpected things happen to him when he's out. Maybe he's got paparazzi problem. I don't know. Mercury is out there, so he's a very outwardly thinking guy. He's always thinking about his popularity. Jupiter's or his career, right? Or his career. Jupiter's here, so he should be super duper famous. Also, when you have a tight configuration of planets like this, sometimes in Sagittarius, not necessarily, although more people with Sagittarius energy tend to be in the entertainment industry than not. But I don't know if that's going to show up in the other charts, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to project or dig too deep in here, just kind of keep it light and fun. Anyways, dude should be famous as ass, and he is. But all right, so that's the deal. That's a cut and dry on his horoscope. Problems with foreign cultures, problem with traveling. He's got to watch out for people stealing his money. Go bankrupt every once in a while, but maybe not go bankrupt once in a while. He's got to watch out for people stealing his money. He's got to watch out for problems in relationship, but he should inherit a ton of money, and he should win some legal battles. All right, cool. Everybody cool? Good. Next, let's go see what his transits are, and let's see what his chances of winning the award is. Now, I didn't see this movie, so I don't really know what's going on. But although I said I wasn't a movie critic, I was a movie critic in university for the newspaper there. Anyways, whatever. So, like I said earlier, this is your career right here, and this is your career right here, your place in the outer world, and this is the karma from it, or the good deeds that happen from it. And right now, sure enough, he has Jupiter, he has big recognition happening in his 11th house. Wow! This guy might win. Holy smokes! Wow! Okay. Well, that's a big deal. So he should be receiving a ton of public recognition right now. Tons of your peers, right? The 11th house is groups of people. It's the internet, groups of people. And Jupiter there at 15 degrees is totally hitting his south node, right? It's hitting these nodes, which for better or worse, or lack of a better word to use, it's kind of your destiny. This is your past. South node is your past. North node is your future. Cut and dry astrology, right? There's more to it than that. But Jupiter's not really hitting anything else except that nodes, which would indicate a major sense of destiny going on. Anything else happening? Anything else happening in here? Not really. And the 15 degrees isn't really hitting anything else. Let's check out Venus. Venus is in the first house in Aries right now. I know it looks like it's in Pisces because it's purple right here, but the line is actually over here. And and it's pretty close to the cusp. So this is going to mean he's looking really good this weekend. But I want you guys to know something before we go on and dig deep. Everybody we look at is going to have some kind of aspect that says they're doing pretty good right now because they got the nomination, right? These guys are the finalists. So usually when there's usually everybody in the finals has or everyone nominated has something in their chart which says it's going to make them successful right now. That's why we look for applying aspects versus separating aspects. Because it's applying, because if it's separating, then the luck is being taken away, or the awards are past due. Like if the awards were on Friday, he would have won, but on Sunday, and this is astrology, right? So on Sunday, no. So or it's fading from the light, or it's stepping away. So that's why. That's why applying versus separating is important. So right off the bat, Jupiter is right here. Things look pretty good. All right, 11th house from the natal sun. Okay, this is 1, 12, 11. So the 11th house from the natal sun is in Virgo, and as you'll see, the moon's in Virgo. The moon is just entering Virgo, and although I wouldn't usually use the moon as an indicator for someone who's going to win an award, like seriously, man, we're trying to figure it out. We're not guessing it's grasping at straws here. It doesn't really say there's much. There's not much going on in the 11th house from his natal sun. So that's the deal. Oh, just a little bit more about Adam Driver when we're talking about it here. This stuff, Venus, is behind his natal sun right here. So there's a possibility that he gets into secret love affairs. He might have been stalked a lot. Well, that's an obvious one because he's an actor. But if he wasn't an actor, Venus, it means behind the scene love affairs. He might be dating somebody and the public doesn't know. Just saying. Anyways, that's the deal. So that's the quick and dirty, guys. That's the quick and dirty astro on this action here. 1, he's looking good. He's very popular. He's attracting right now. The sun is in his first house, so he's shining. Jupiter is way up here making an aspect to his south node and his north node way down here, more or less. So I got to tell you guys right off the top, this is the first one. But I would say, as a prediction, this is the first chart I've looked at. And as a prediction, I'd say, there's no way he's gonna win, man. Everybody knows Brad Pitt's gonna win the Oscar. Everybody knows that, but this is gonna be pretty close. I would say this is about a 7 out of 10. The prediction right here, Sunny's astro prediction, is a 7 out of 10. Maybe an 8. Maybe an 8. He's got some serious, he has some serious stuff going on. There's a lot of destiny in his chart. Anyways, that's the action, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. This is how I do a mini reading similar to this live on the channel for you guys if you want your chart read live. And it's a lot cheaper than a personal reading. Anyways, download the app. Please share the video. Have a lot of fun. And good luck to Adam Driver. Wishing everyone the best of a super beautiful day. And I'll see you guys soon.